So yeah, we're just walking up the main entrance to our road again. It looks like the water is still increasing because it's come a lot further down. So yeah, let's go take a look again. Yeah, I'll just get to the end here and pan around for you because yeah, it's right up to what is kind of like a crossroad area. Yeah, as you can see in the background there, it's come right up to crossroads. So how far further would you say it's come down now? About another 100 or 200 meters or so, hasn't it come down the road?
Yeah, I'm not very good with measurements of the directions, but yeah, it's definitely gone further, and you can see all the little ditches getting filled now over there by the trees.
Just behind us, it's filling up all ditches, yeah. So it is creeping closer and closer to the main road, which is just in the background by the apartment blocks there. Yeah, it's a lot further down, so the water's still coming in. I think it is expected to come another meter, did you say, or so?
Yeah, so basically they say that we're reaching the peak of flooding now. Tonight and tomorrow it's going to be the main kind of peak, and they said that it's going to be another meter. People say, I just spoke with some guys with the boats, who just came back from the other side. They said yes, the water is rising, which is not very good.
But I think you said it's actually starting to recede in Orsk. But
yes.
Obviously, I think the water's still flowing this way, so that's why it's still expected to rise. What did you say, another meter, isn't it?
Yes, because there is about 280 kilometers between Orsk and Orenburg. So when they let the water out, it takes a few days to come here. So the water is receding in Orsk, but we're not going to see the effect of it not until Thursday, with the thought, So
they were saying like Wednesday, and then I think it's looking like Thursday. So I think if you watched the videos yesterday, there was pictures of the house on there. So it's raised another 25 centimeters. So it's looking more and more likely it is going to get into our house from our street. A lot of the neighbours have already been affected.
So I just spoke with our neighbour who is there at the moment, and he checked on our house, and he said that the water is leaking into a garage. The water has increased rapidly, 30 centimeters in about an hour and a half since he's been there, and the back door is still all right, still about 40 centimeters to go to the back door.
So it's actually in the garage now, leaking in the garage.
Yeah, the sandbags which you made, they're becoming to get wet, and he thinks, well, obviously, sand is not it's not sort of total protection, isn't it? So it will leak eventually through the sand and into the garage. So yeah, it's, this process started happening.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to pass out, I think.
I know.
In a second.
All right. So yeah, it looks as though it's getting in our house now because it's only going to rise, like I said, another meter. So yeah. Oh well, we did our best. Try and stay positive and strong. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to go into their house, but yeah, we're just praying and hope it doesn't. But we're just so sorry for everybody else whose houses are being flooded at the moment. But yeah, as you can see, it really is coming down. But believe it or not, they're actually still constructing in the background. That's this is going to be more like high-rise flats. You can see more in the distance down that way as well. So they're actually piling big concrete columns into the ground. But the water's not quite with them there. But yeah, I just can't believe they're still working there as well.
Yeah, people are trying to cross. See lots of people coming on their boats, dinghies. They're trying to cross and save their houses or just monitor the situation. They take pictures for insurance companies. They're trying to see and document all the damages and the progress of damages. You know, I heard somebody's house, you know, although it didn't get affected by flooding, you know, their walls cracked. So you don't know, you know, which way, you know, it's going to affect anybody, to be honest. You know, even if the water doesn't come in, you know, sometimes, you know, it just breaks the foundations. And
yeah. That's the one thing I'm worried about now. So it has gone above our path and probably above like the damp proofing. So yeah, it looks like it's going to obviously affect the walls, and that's where it'll start to crack. But yeah, there's again, it's very busy down here. There's more cars keep coming. There's a Lada Niva pulling another boat. Yeah, it's still quite chaotic down here, as you can see. But it's like what Yulia just said. It's everybody is still trying to get back to their home to take pictures and things like that. People are obviously still staying there as well. We've actually got a video from Telegram. Somebody's caught fish from their front door. I think it was some pike or something like that. That's obviously now swimming around in all the floods. They actually fished from their front door and caught some fish. So I'll try and put that video up. Yeah, we just wanted to come down again. We were thinking about going back to our house as well, but I don't think we're going to. It's got a lot higher now. Even trying to walk down our road, we were lucky the 2 days ago where we could still kind of just walk down, but now it's probably going to be well above waist height now, trying to even walk down our road. So, and the water is obviously quite dirty, quite contaminated with all sorts of things now, so it's not nicest water to get through. So we did what we can. Yes, other people are still doing what they can, and we just pray and hope they can get the things that they're doing, get sorted. But yeah, we're not really going to attempt to go down there again, are we?
well, I think that just at this point you just have to accept, you know, that there is a damage really, you know, for everyone. So you just accept and you could just, all is left to do is just to watch and wait and pray that the damage is not going to be too bad. Yeah, the weather is getting actually quite warm as well. I'm even wearing my sunglasses. Yeah, which I found in the car, luckily.
Yeah, we did have some heavy rain the last couple of days as well, which has made it quite muddy on all these dirt tracks. But yeah, I think the forecast now is no rain and up to about 20 degrees. So hopefully that should help to possibly dry the water up a little bit, or at least start to. But I think it's going to be a week or so before we can even kind of get down this road. And like I said, the road is probably damaged in some points as well, and there's not that many entrances in. There's only this entrance, and then right the other side of the development by the Ural River is the only way you can get into the village. So
yeah, the road's going to be definitely washed away, especially this one, because this wasn't a great road at all, you know, because it's everything's still being constructed in here. That's what ruined our tires.
And there's so many lorries and trucks and machinery keep going up and down these roads before the floods. It's like you know, there's no point in tarmacking or putting asphalt down until all this construction was finished. But unfortunately, yeah, this water now has washed the roads away as well.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think somebody's got stuck in there actually, you know, this river. So yeah, that's the.
I think I'll just switch the video around.
Yeah. I think also one should consider whether it's worth the effort, even, you know, coming and going around and putting your life in danger. To be honest with you, you know, is it worth it? You know, is the material things worth so much, you know, that you could put your life at risk? I don't know.
Exactly. Well, and listening to the comments on YouTube, you know, people are saying, you know, it's not worth it. Even family members, it's like, just deal with it afterwards now. So, because I will be honest, it wasn't kind of easy walking through. It was quite deep, and there's obviously a lot of debris on the floor, and you know, you don't know what you're stepping on, so you can easily slide through your boots or whatever. So we're just not going to get down there. And but it is with people even going up and down there. It is quite busy with boats and things. Yeah. So we're just yeah, we just come down to have a look again. But
Yeah, another thing, I was going to mention, people reporting that because the water levels are rising, and this morning somebody reported in our chat group, our development chat group, that this water creates like weird swirls, and the current is quite rapid, and it's dangerous to walk in it because it could just literally sweep you away. It was like,
it's just not worth it. And I think you spoke to two guys then, like you said, they're the water's starting to come in faster now as well, isn't it?
Yes,
so that's where those rapids and the currents will come from. But
yes.
yeah, let me just switch the camera around and I'll show you a little bit more of what's going on here. So just walked down the dirt track on the crossroads where we were just standing earlier, just there where the start of the water is, or start the water has come back to, and yeah, it's kind of filling the ditches here on this dirt track or road that does actually lead to the high rises in the background. I'm just trying to give you some idea of where the water is actually reaching and some perspective of kind of how close it is to some areas of the city. We've got Orenburg in the background there, and then it's Gagarina Prospect is just a bit further, and you've got Gagarina Road about, I don't know, half a kilometre up in the background there. We did actually live in one of the apartment blocks, the yellow ones there. They're only about 2 years old since they've been built. And the kind of clay mud, you can see that is a new road, a 6-lane bypass road that's being built as well. That was due to be completed end of this year into next year. But yeah, you can see the machinery stopped on the hill up there. But yeah, the water has just all come through here as well. We were able to use this road only a week ago. But yeah, it's quite a lot of water here. I wasn't expecting the water to be here, to be honest. I think it looks as though it's kind of all flowing to the right over there, because I do believe it's surrounding where those kind of machinery, the excavators in the distance there. I've got a few aerial shots from drones which somebody shared with us, so I'll try and put those up as well on the video so you can kind of see where we are, and it shows the extent of the flooding. But yeah, as I keep saying, I wasn't expecting the water to be here, and it's only going to rise more over today and into tomorrow and possibly Thursday now. I'll walk you right back this dirt track so you can again get a perspective of where we are. I can't believe they're still building in the background there. That's yeah, something I wasn't expecting as well. But yeah, you can see it's quite muddy because we did have heavy rain for the last 2 days. big 18-wheeler truck had to be pulled out from the dirt track just over the road there when I walked down the other day, because it is quite muddy, but it shows how saturated the ground is at the same time as well, because obviously this was all covered in snow only a week or two ago. We had quite a few meters of snow in places, but yeah, as you can see, this is where I was just standing earlier in the video, and that's where the waters are currently at. So it gives you some kind of perspective of where we are. Just try and get around this van if I can. But yeah, there's continuously people coming with their different boats and stuff. But yeah, they do have to be careful there, because like I said, I've seen a few vans and one big truck get stuck in the mud here. They've had to be pulled out by big KAMAZ rescue vehicles. You can see everybody's wearing obviously like fishing wellies or boots. Obviously in the UK we call them wellies, Wellingtons, but boots. But a lot of the shops are selling out of that now. Also, there has been kind of an emergency message to boil any water now, any water that you have from your taps, or even the drinking water fountain refills. It's recommended to now boil all the water, because we just don't know where kind of all this dirty water is running to. So yeah. So I'll just walk you back now, so you can get a better perspective of how far the water does have to come back to what I call like the main road. Well, the main road of like all these apartment blocks, which obviously tarmac roads, asphalt roads now. This is new high rises being constructed. And the red clay that you can see there, this is the start of the new road that's being built, the new bypass road. It's going to go right into the city centre up in that direction. It's going to be a 6-lane bypass road or highway. So yeah, where the church is there, that's what I call the start of the entrance to our village. The church has only just been built. It was finished kind of the end of autumn last year, really. They were painting it before the winter came in, but yeah, this is the start of the new bypass road. back there is where all the water was still rising, and our village is in the far distance there. But yeah, I'm not so sure if the water will come this far back. Let's walk to the end here. But yeah, when you get here, it's just it's water from just the rain from the last 2 days. There's no actual flooding here. But when you're in kind of this part of the city, it doesn't feel like there are any floods at all until you walk down there, or you get closer to like the Ural River as you're driving around the city. But yeah, this is all fairly new apartment blocks. Are about, I think, about 5, possibly 10 years old, or the ones there are like 5 to 2 years old. And we did actually live in the apartment blocks for about 6 months before we moved into the house. Just in the distance there, this is all new shops. Let's walk over here. That's the entrance to our village, but lots of construction going on still. Doesn't look the prettiest at the moment, and still the monastery. That's, as I said earlier, it's only just been built. It's only just finished. We've had more new shops go up. Got a Magnet supermarket in the background there. The building, the kind of white and blue building, that's Orenburg. So yeah, that gives you a bit more perspective, kind of where we are.
So I just spoke with our neighbor who is there at the moment, and he checked on our house, and he said that the water is leaking into a garage. The water has increased rapidly, 30 centimeters in about an hour and a half since he's been there, and the back door is still all right, still about 40 centimeters to go to the back door.
So it's actually in the garage now, leaking in the garage.
Yeah, the sandbags which you may they becoming to get wet, and he thinks it will. Well, obviously, sand is not it's not sort of total protection, isn't it? So it will leak eventually through the sand and into the garage. So yeah, this process started happening.
Okay,
unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to pass out, I think.
I know.
In a second.
All right, so yeah, it looks as though it's getting in our house now, because it's only going to rise, like I said, another meter. So yeah. Oh well, we did our best. Try and stay positive and strong.
Mm-hmm.